In order to strengthen its attractiveness and comply with international best practices, Casablanca Finance City undertook a series of reforms, transforming its legal and taxation frameworks. The said reforms were carried out based on the application of several legal texts: the 2020 Budget Act, the Decree Law, the 2021 Budget Act, and the Enforcement Decree. The reforms focus mainly on the following aspects: broadening of eligible activities. Following the entry into force of the Decree Law on the 1st of October, the CFC status has since opened up to 6 new business activities, namely investment companies, mutual investment funds, financial investment advisors, crowdfunding platforms, international trading companies, and technical and administrative service providers. The latter can now invoice transactions for goods and services within the group and to third-party entities. This expansion will allow CFC to increase the flow of investments. It is worth noting that holding companies will henceforth be considered as financial institutions, regardless of the share they hold in the capital of their international subsidiaries. Private wealth managers can now operate with both Moroccans and foreigners that are residents in Morocco. The next aspect of this reform relates to the reinforcement of compliance rules. Companies wishing to obtain or maintain their CFC status must meet the new requirements: provide an added value to the development of CFC, the general manager must reside in Morocco, allocate a minimum of operating expenses in line with the activity of the company, at least one senior executive must have qualifying international experience. In the event that these requirements are not met, penalties may apply as stated by the law. Please note that all CFC companies must comply with these new regulations by December 24th, 2021. The final component included in the reform focuses on the CFC status process, which has been simplified. The CFC status process has been streamlined for maximum efficiency. Casablanca Finance City Authority assesses and approves the application documents. It then submits proposals for granting the CFC status to the Ministry of Finance. For regulated activities, CFCA requests an opinion from the relevant supervisory authority. The processing of requests is henceforth reduced to a period of 30 working days. In addition, the other major change to the CFC regime was introduced upon the publication of the 2020 and the 2021 Annual Budget Acts. Tax reform. A single flat rate of 15% is applied to all CFC companies except banks and reinsurance companies. In this new regime, a 15% corporate tax is applied to both local and export activities, following a 5-year tax holiday. The new regime also includes an exemption from the corporate withholding tax on dividends distributed to residents and non-residents. CFC members under the former tax framework must transition to this new framework by December 31st, 2022. These new regulations will improve Casablanca Finance City's value proposition and reinforce its international credentials as a trusted financial hub in Africa. For any questions or additional information, contact us. Contact@cfca.ma.